Hi, this is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today. I'm here in San Jose at the eMetrics Web Optimization Summit with Stephan Spencer. Stephan, what I want to talk about today with you is using social media to get links to your site and traffic to your site. So tell me about this. How's this done?
Right.
You mentioned there are 2 steps.
Right. So normally link building is seen as kind of a hard slog sort of process, right? So you go after links individually, you have to identify valuable links, supplier links, business partners and so forth, directories, etc. But with creating link-worthy content that you then seed into the social media, you can achieve a great many links through that in a relatively short period of time. So you'll continue to gain links over the course of months, even though the social media push got you on, say, Dig's homepage for just maybe 8 hours, right? So the links will continue to come from that because the bloggers and the journalists, they watch the Dig and various other social news sites for interesting topics and articles to write about. And then other people watch those bloggers, and so maybe a month later another blogger sees an interesting article that blogger actually got from the Dig homepage.
But this isn't easy because you use the word link-worthy.
Right.
So what makes something link-worthy? Worthy enough that the social media pick it up and say, whoa, that's cool.
Right. So that's a challenge because
it is a big challenge.
It's like there's a hook that's required. You can be humorous or useful or contentious, have a scoop, something that you're breaking a story. These are ways to gain a viral aspect to the content. The thing is it's not enough just to be humorous.
So when it goes viral, it starts spreading like the swine flu, is that what you're saying?
Right, but you have to get to that critical mass first because you have this great content that's link-worthy, it's viral in nature, but nobody knows it exists, so it doesn't spread. Okay. So you got to have enough people spreading that swine flu in order for it to really take.
And then it has to be virulent enough that it takes.
We should probably pick a different
we probably ought to.
analogy.
But you used the word viral, so that's what came to mind. Now, give me an example of a couple of newsworthy things that this has worked with.
Right. So let's go really edgy for a moment here. There is a site that ranks in the top 10 in Google for life insurance, which is a super competitive term.
Yes, it is.
And this site is not one of the big names. It's not MetLife or anybody like that. It's a site called lifeinsure.com. So they're like a broker. They don't. They're not a big life insurance company. So how did they get into the top 10 for this super competitive term? It was primarily through creating this link-worthy content and seeding those into the social media sites, in particular Dig. So they've reached the front page with one of their articles was 19 things you didn't know about death, which is pretty creepy, right?
It is.
And very edgy for a site that's selling life insurance.
Exactly.
However, in order to appeal to Dig users, and Dig is D-I-G-G, they're 16-year-old alpha geeks, and they're going to live forever, and they're into first-person shooter games and stuff like that. So 19 things you didn't know about death, and the first one goes like, you're still conscious 15 seconds after decapitation or something. That would really appeal to a 16-year-old alpha geek, right?
And so he's going to tell his friends about it, and he's going to rank it high because it's kind of creepy.
Well, first you have to get it seeded into the social site. So with Dig, if you have a power user account, then you're going to get the traction much faster, and it's more likely that it will pick up rather than just some random user that doesn't have the street cred or the contribution history and profile. So that's a bit of a secret weapon there.
So in other words, don't just go in there and all of a sudden descend on Dig. It's not going to work. You need to be part of that community over a period of time.
Right. or you need to partner with somebody who is in that
Okay.
community and has invested all those hours in building their reputation. So once that submission takes place, then the users have the opportunity to up-dig it or down-dig it, and what happens then is if it is viral link-worthy content, like this 19 things you didn't know about death, then it gets voted for until it reaches a status where it's on the front page. And once it's on the front page, then that's huge. You want to stay there for at least a number of hours, and what will happen is your server will probably buckle under the load. You want to make sure that you're ready for that, because if your site goes down because of this rush of users, you've blown it. They're going to pull that listing, that submission, off the homepage and off the site altogether. Okay, so that is an issue. After, let's say, 24 hours, all the traffic's gone. Right? So it's just this big spike, and nobody's buying anything. Remember, these are 16-year-olds. And so it's all gone, but what happens is a small percentage of those users were journalists or bloggers, and they start to blog or write about you and this bit of content. So that is kind of what you're looking for, and then it continues to grow from there.
So it's not really the traffic you're looking for, it's the blogging and linking to your site that is a small part of that.
Right, and what happens is it's a second order effect, because if once you get the links, then the traffic comes from Google and the other search engines. Once those search engines are delivering more traffic because you're ranking higher, you're going to get more sales, and these are relevant visitors. You know, you have to get past the concept, well, I don't sell to 16-year-old alpha geeks, so therefore I'm not going to do this. That's totally the wrong idea. What you're doing is you're picking a social media site where you think you're going to get traction for your bit of content, and it doesn't have to be Dig. It could be Curtsy, which is a Dig-like site for women. It could be Stumble Upon or Reddit or Newsline, various sites depending on the type of content it is. And once you get those links, you're going to get more traffic from search, and these are qualified visitors because they've already typed in keywords that you're chasing after.
Well, Stephan, this is fascinating. Tell me about your business and what you do.
Sure. So I am the president and CEO of Netconcepts. We're a natural search marketing firm. We help companies get higher rankings in Google and the other engines. Work a lot with online retailers and publishers. We have a technology called GravityStream, which is a pretty interesting technology for SEO. It puts a layer between the website, our client's website, and the greater internet, so that you can inject fixes and changes without having to do the major invasive surgery to their e-commerce platform.
Well, thanks so much.
Yep, you bet.
This is Ralph Wilson with Web Marketing Today.